Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Charlotte. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And he's got it. First. Of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and
oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
the best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
What did this defensive play caller tell us all week, Mike? They wanted to come out and set the tone of this game, dictate the terms of how this game would be played, and man, through the first drive here, boy, have they ever.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up around the 35.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Look at play action with Young. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 3rd and 5. Now Young. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Young going to give it to Brooks. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll go. Young. This one taken in by Chenault.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This one from 43 yards away. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Williams set up the wide receiver screen. It's Odunze. Third and long. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's to Odunze again. Really good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. To throw is Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So just a low. They face 2nd down and 7. Young hands it to Hubbard. Yeah! And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy. But if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Young. That one taken in right side by Legette. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On 1st down is Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Sending a receiver right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. He's into space past the 25. And he'll be taken down. Slot man in motion left. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 17-yard line.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and long. Back to throw, Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble 2nd reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment. And he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. on the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. One of the tight ends motions right. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Kmet. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. We'll send a tight end in motion right. Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll go right back to Kmet. He's got it again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Johnson. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Roschon Johnson. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. That's Washington, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense ready to get back to work. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. This one is caught by Dotson. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. Throwing again, Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. It just end up a little bit short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Chicago. Throwing is Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Kmet. He's gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Here's Johnson. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. The tight end, Kmet, is on the move. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And the Panthers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So we saw in the 1st half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
On 2nd down, Young. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Young. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable from the 17. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the give, it's Johnson. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 3rd and 9.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here's Young. That is caught by Washington. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Carolina.
That's Washington, the man in motion. On play action, Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. A 2nd down throw for Young. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
They'll try and run it with Brooks.
Jonathan Brooks.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
They'll go. Young. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
Gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Carolina Panther.
They'll go play action with Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That's Washington, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. This one complete to Washington. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. To throw, Young. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Panthers. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. They'll run with Brooks. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Bears sending out their punt team. The Bears send out their punt team. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it. The 25-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A carry now for Brooks. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Young. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. Here's Nixon on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. This one taken in by Chenault, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's Washington, the man in motion. Young to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. That's Washington, the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Receiver in motion, going right. On 4th down, Young. He's got his man. That's Legette. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on 4th down. That's Washington, the man in motion. On 1st down is Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. A toss, and here's Brooks. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
That's another Carolina.
On the ground, it's Brooks. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Young. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. That's Washington, the man in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. To the goal. Touchdown, Carolina. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. One of the tight ends in motion right. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
It's a gain of 10. Touchdown, Chicago.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Williams to the air once more. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he will score. Game on. Cole Komet, touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll run it right here with Brooks. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go once more with Brooks. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down. That's Washington, the man in motion. From the gun, it's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Young. That one complete to Legette. Minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Young gonna give it to Brooks. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Another try with Brooks. And he's gonna bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They motion a receiver right. Out of the shotgun, Young. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. The defense still with all